I know I say it a lot of times, but it feels like it's been 3,000 years. Well, I mean, it's been like, 2 months since I finished Onyx? Whatever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Theia, the Crimson Eclipse. After much deliberation and, the usual amount of stalling and Trails Through Daybreak consuming my time like a vacuum, we are here to play this game. And as always, I have my notes prepared. And that's a piece thing I need. So, anyway. So this game was made by Missing 7. I don't know why his name is Missing 7. I'm pretty sure 789, but whatever. Believe it or not, and I thought it was weird when I played it, this game was apparently made with RPG Maker 2003. Like, when we actually get into it, it sure doesn't look it, but you can just tell in certain ways that this is an RPG Maker game. So, funnily enough, I did not find this game on the usual sites I use. Since RPGmaker.net is essentially dead to rights at this point, so I can't use that site anymore, aside from the archived version. And I didn't really find anything on the other site I frequent. I used the other site, the one I don't use, itch.io, to find this game. And there's a good reason why I don't like that site. I'm going to tell you why it is right now. Unlike the other two sites I use to look for RPG Maker games, Itch has a problem with the fact that I can't just search for completed games. As I always say, I have a strict system regarding only playing completed games on this channel. I made one exception, and that was Just Face It, but by the time I had gotten to it, the game was almost done, and I didn't have to wait all that long for the rest of it to come out. The problem with Itch is I can't do that. The games aren't ordered by whether the game is complete or not. You have to actually look on the page to make sure the game is complete. And there's a hell of a lot of incomplete products on that page, on that site. So it's kind of hard to filter through them. And it took me like a good 30 minutes or so of checking through games, making sure they were finished, and if they actually interested me, before I stumbled on like a few options, and I kind of looked through them all a little bit more, and eventually, originally, I was going to play Celestial Legacy. Like, I'm not even gonna joke with you. Celestial Legacy was the original plan, and then the plan changed, so now it's this game. So, I'm sorry to the person who made Celestial Legacy, I'll get to it eventually, but anyway, let's get the rest of our notes. So this game has 19 playable characters. I'm going to bring that up as a complaint in a different video I have to do, because I promised someone was going to review their game. Because that game that I'm going to talk about has 20 characters. But this game and that game are entirely different in numerous factors, so we're not going to bring that part up yet. This game, supposedly at least, has 40 plus hours of gameplay, with some side content in it too. There are 14 subquests in it. But considering my track record, apparently Trails Through Daybreak is like a 70-hour game. It took me 91 hours to beat it. So, obviously, 40 plus hours is probably not the right estimate of how long this game will take. There are 12 trophies and 5 endings. I'm pretty sure one of them is locked behind hard mode, though. We'll get to that in a moment, but this game's folder did not come with a guide, unlike the likes of Onyx or Umbral Soul. Well, Umbral Soul's side quests were very easy to find, but Onyx had a guide which told me where all the side stuff was. This game didn't have one, so there is a high likelihood I will not be showing off all of the content, because I don't know where it all is, especially since one of the endings might be locked by an entire second playthrough on a higher difficulty. But I think that's all. I have my notes done, so let's stop the preamble and get to the show. Now, one thing I did have to do is I had to turn the volume down very low in the volume mixer, because Jesus fucking Christ, the music is so damn loud, and there's no options menu in this game at all. So I couldn't turn the volume down in-game. I had to do it manually with the volume mixer. So anyway, let's go. So we can choose our difficulty. First we have easy, which is a novice-friendly mode. You'll start the game with more resources and you'll gain more rewards from battle. You won't be able to access the extramortal, a bonus dungeon. Yo, I'm gonna butcher the shit out of so many names in this game. I can feel it. Normal is classic mode. You start the game with a modest quantity of resources and the game will be harder as you progress through the chapters. Difficult, but manageable. And then hard mode. This mode is meant for expert RPG fans. Resources and rewards are scarce and battles will be harder. But if you collect all the Gaia shards... We don't know what Gaia shards are, but it's obvious that there's something going on with that. Also, yeah, we get less EXP. I am not an expert RPG fan, considering my track record. We're going to be playing on normal. If it turns out that there is something locked behind hard, well, you're going to have to convince me to do a second playthrough on the hardest difficulty. We're going to be playing on normal. Look everywhere! Don't let him escape again! Yes, sir! There he is! He went that way! Come on, let's get him! They never give up, huh? I'm sorry, guys. It won't be so easy. Alright, basic stuff. Directional keys to move, Z button to interact with the environment. This is an RPG making game. So we can't open the menu yet, but the scaffolding is in bad shape. That'll come in handy against those vanguards. So just come over here and just press Z. Stop right there! Come and get me. Commander Sheridan, sir. I'm no sir to you. I'm just Seth. Alright, we still can't open the menu. Let's go. If Seth is the leading party member, press the shift key to wear or remove his hood. I don't know what benefit this has, but we can... I just heard... Whoops. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's put the hood back on. Alright, let's go. A dead end. You've got nowhere to run now. Each character possesses one or more passive skills, granting a variety of in-combat and out-of-combat benefits. Seth's passive skill is Propulsion, which allows him to reach distant places by jumping. Hit the Z key and you see the jump icon to jump. Bye. Well, what are you waiting for? Damn it! How on the hell does he do that? It's just jumping, dude. We lost him, sir. The boy's good. He definitely hasn't lost his touch in the past 2 years. He ran away, Commander. Oh my god, I fucking can't names. I'm sorry. We'll get him, rest assured. Commander, why is Sheridan so important to the vassal? We're not just after him because he stole some Atlas technology, if that's what you're asking. Lord Meister needs to speak with him, personally. That's all I need to know. They say this is about the crisis, but I don't get what Seth's role is. The crisis. The crisis. You know, when I was doing testing for this playthrough, I never actually watched the cutscene that's about to come up. Ariathale's crisis. Ariathale. You want to read the story of the world of Ariathale? Yes. Ariathale, year 2045. Non-renewable energy resources, such as oil, coal, and gas, have almost been totally depleted. This issue has brought the greatest research and development firms of the world to look for a new energy source, a viable alternative to fossil fuels. Year 2061, one of the most important companies of Ariathale's Hill, called Risen Health, discovered the properties of a particular mineral. This new discovery is welcomed as the solution to the energetic crisis. The newly discovered energy source is called Atlas. Thanks to the Risen Health Corporation, people all over Ariathale live in a new atmosphere of hope and prosperity. There's energy for everyone. All of the technological devices from the past are adapted to work with this new energy source. A new era of wealth and progress begins. Year 2210, 150 years after the discovery of Atlas energy, men's greed has brought history to a full circle. Of course it did. The reserves of the new energy source were grossly overestimated, and now Atlas too is on the brink of exhaustion. Mankind is back to the catastrophic situation of the 21st century. This time, new efforts of the energetic field seem fruitless. Tower City of Haladros, 2215. The leaders of the most powerful countries of all of Ariathale reunite in a council to find a solution to the fearsome crisis. The ruler of Haladros is the Tower City. Lord Genethros Merzan opts for a drastic solution to ban all modern technology from everyday life. This radical measure is finally accepted by the council and is made official through the signing of the historical Treaty of Haladros. The treaty forbids the usage of all technological devices except for those that are powered by renewable energy sources. The treaty is meant to be a temporary measure, while scientists look for something to substitute Atlas. The treaty will be lifted once a new energy source is discovered. To face the sudden lack of means of communication, the members of the council decide to adopt an old system of government, one that would work in a world without advanced technology, a feudal system. Oh no. It is at this very moment that the great countries of Ariathale revert back into empires. Heads of state everywhere become emperors and entrust part of the land to local administrators, the so-called vassals of the empire. Year 2229. Born of the best intentions, the treaty brings forth Ariathale's darkest moment in its longest history. The ban on technology causes life quality to drop dramatically. The global economy collapses, and all the pillars of society crumble, one after the other. The smuggling of legal tech, that looks like that thing from Chrono Trigger. Corrupted empires start using the few remaining sources of Atlas. War ensues. Many empires start destroying each other, dragging their citizens in despair. By the end of the war, only 4 empires remain. The rest of the world lies in ruin. The Levi's known empire, divided by the fiefs of Rael and Mystia. The Raycon theocracy, located north of Rael. Oh my god, I can't fucking with these names. And lastly, Merzan, the only empire whose whole territory consists of a single huge capital, Haladros, the Tower City. Year 2310, today, 95 years have passed since the treaty. The numbers of the world population have dramatically dwindled, and many of the inhabitants of great cities went back to the countryside or to small villages where they use obsolete technology to get on with their lives. The morale is still at a historic low, and this dark period seems to know no end. Wow, that's brutal. So it's a technological crisis. But what's the deal with this situation? Why are we being hunted? No one saw me. Good. I better check if I still have my stuff on me. Alright, now we can open the menu. There's a lot of shit in this menu. You can check the menu tutorial from the guide. Move the cursor up and down and confirm with Z. We can manage our party, which we only have one party member. We are level 3. So better than being level 1. So we have some items. So I'm assuming on hard mode we would have either less stuff or no stuff at all. So we have a few heals. We can restore HP. We can restore SP. We only have 1 soul quartz, so we can only really restore our SP once. And we can remove some ailments and restore HP. So these things, we can't do anything with them yet. If we go to our skills, we have Vanish and Lightning, which deals strength-based damage. We have Crimson Bolt and Propulsion, which is a passive skill. And we can check our weapon, which does bonus damage to golems. We don't have anything to put on it. Okay. We don't have anything to put on it. We have armor. And we can upgrade our stuff. So we can upgrade our weapon or we can upgrade our skills. We need materials to upgrade our weapon. And we can upgrade our skills if we had AP, but we don't have any AP. We need a lot of AP. And AP is a shared resource among your party members. We only have Seth right now, so that's really not a big deal, but we don't have any AP. We can also check our status, which is pretty cool. The X-Charge thing is something we're going to be dealing with once we get into some fights. It is basically our limit breaks. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. We have mastery skills, which require AP to learn. But we don't have any AP. So these are just passives. We can't set any yet. We also have missions and hunts, and then the guide. We can't save. We can't change our party. We have no party members. And we have a guide. We can also leave. But... alright. Let's put our hood back on. So you'll find chests all over the world of Ariathale. Get close to a chest and hit the Z key to open it. Green chests can be opened by anyone, whereas red chests are locked. Only a professional safecracker can open them. Alright. Get some money. Alright, let's go. Touch a save point, open the menu to save your progress in the game. Alright, we definitely want to save our game before we go anywhere. That's my practice file. Now if we come up here, we can grab this. A Gaia shard. Alright, so now if we come over here. Hey, where do you think you're going? Busted. Also, my frame rate just fucking kills itself during the battle transition. Do you want to see the battle tutorial? No, because we won't explain it. Basically, this game runs on the active time battle system. Once our gauge is full, we can press a button and attack. We can use our skills, we can guard, we can use items, or we can run away, but we can't run away right now, so we have to fight. Fortunately, the enemies here are very weak because this is a tutorial.
This match was mine from the beginning.
Alright. Let's get out of here. Stop right there, Seth! Valiant. So you're the one Meister sent on the hunt. Well, not many high vanguards can catch up with the likes of you. Not since you left. Come on, stop running and follow me back to the castle. You're alone, surrounded by my men on all sides. Nowhere to escape. Come on, Seth. There's no need for us to take you there the hard way. You're a high vanguard, Valiant. You should be used to the hard way. You know, I didn't say it before, but I do like how the battle music is for Bravely Default. That's kind of part of the reason why I chose to play this game over Celestial Legacy. But we're going to go through the tutorial. The vertical bar is called the X-Seed bar. When it's full, the character can perform a special skill. It's X-Seed. The bar is displayed after each fight. Each character has a different way to fill the X-Seed bar, depending on its EX charge. The details about the EX charge can be found in the Status tab under the Manage Party menu. We can also read this in the guide. So basically, this is our limit break. We need to build up by using regular attacks. The only way we can build up our X-Seed gauge with Seth is by missing attacks. Is by using regular attacks. This fight is basically just a tutorial for the X charge, which is why we can't seem to kill this guy we killed earlier just fine. But now that our gauge is full, we can use Crimson Bolt. a move.
You should be more careful next time.
Seth. And he just walks away and leaves them. Ugh. Valiant is a tough one. Think I'm far enough away off from rail now. Better find a place to rest. This looks as good a place as any. Damn. It's cold out here. I can't go on like this. What the? You? Again? You mean again? What? My wounds! They're gone! Huh. The hell is that all about? There's the... never mind. Chapter 1, The Runaway. It stopped raining. Ugh. My back hurts. I'll cross sleeping on a rock off the list of things to try. There's someone here. More vanguards? But wait for me! Hurry up! We're waiting for a report. Commander's gonna cut our legs if we don't go back to rail now. I'm too tired. We're late anyway, guys. Let's rest for a minute or two. Alright. Let's stop here for a while. You know it's gonna eat us alive. Goodbye next week's leave. Jane is gonna kill me. My poor legs. I'm not a young man anymore. Dude, you're 24. Hey, we've been hunting Seth since dawn. All the places he had to hide. White hills. We're in a nice valley. 'Tis not noon yet, I'm all gloss already. Stop complaining. Besides, there's something I don't quite get. Why is Lord Meister employing all these forces to capture Sheridan? Sheridan stole a set of Imperial armor in the Ordnance Atlas. That's quite the charge, isn't it? On top of him being a deserter and ex-high vanguard, such as he used to be, Seth Sheridan was a big deal. Well, people steal Atlas every day, but it's rare for thieves to be sought for like this. It's a real manhunt. Well, just between us, there's more. I had a chance to speak with Lord Meister in person a few days ago. He needed to tell Seth of research and energy sources, or something like that. He believes Seth is knee-deep into this stuff. Well, don't make those faces. I can't remember all that exactly. Well, Lord Meister wants to speak with Seth about the crisis. This much I know. Besides, orders are orders, and we need to respect them. All this work just to get Meister to talk with some guy? That's not reasonable. All this chat made me nervous. Come on, you slackers. We've been idling long enough. But you were the one to... Unbelievable. I wonder if we're going to see those Three Stooges again. Meister wants to see me? That's weird. Better stay away from rail for the time being. I'll head to Royale. Think that village hasn't been abandoned yet, so maybe you'll be able to get some provisions there. Alright. I like how we have a map there, too. That's pretty cool. But I think now would be a good time to end things. We got to the introduction. We have an idea on where we're supposed to go. So I think now would be a good time to end things. You know, keep things not an hour long, like the nasty habit I tend to end up having. I guess. Also, put the hood back on. And then take it off. I'm not going to do that 5 times, because then I'll start activate sticky keys again. But anyway, next time, we're going to go to this village, and hopefully get some provisions. You know, hopefully without being hunted down by every dude under the sun. I'll see you then.